Hello students, good morning. This is our science class. Today we will see Unit 4 Matter. Unit 4 Matter. Today's topics are Matter Introduction, Solids, Liquids, Gases, Symbol of Elements, Determining Symbols of the Elements, Methods to writing a symbol for a element, Metals, and Physical properties of metals. These are the topics in the page number 46 to 50 in our textbook. Let us see one by one. First, introduction about matter. In the universe, all manifestation, phenomenon and evolution of life are caused by matter and energy. In the universe, all manifestation, phenomenon and evolution of life are caused by matter and energy. The various objects which exist around us are made of some kind of matter. We perceive some of these objects through our senses like sight, smell, hearing, taste and touch. That is, the eyes are able to see the object. The eyes are able to see the object. The nose is used to smell the object. The ears are able to hear the sound. Tongue is used to taste the food. Skin is used to touch the object. All kinds of matter possesses mass and occupy space. All kinds of matter possesses mass and occupy space. Of course, some are heavy and others are light. Another one example, a glass tumbler can be seen. Agarbatti burning can be recognized by its smell. Thus, matter can be defined as anything which occupies space or volume and mass and can be perceived by our senses. Matter can be defined as anything which occupies space or volume and mass and can be perceived by our senses. As we know already, matter exists in solids, liquids and gases. Matter exists in solid, liquid and gases. These are the states of matter. States of matter. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Solid is nothing but the arrangement of molecule is very tightly bounded. That is called solid. Liquid is nothing but the arrangement of molecule is loosely bounded. Gas is the arrangement of molecule very loosely bounded. These are the difference between each other. Let us see example. Solids. Substance like wood, stone, sand, iron, etc. These are the examples of solids. Next, liquids. Substance like water, milk, fruit juice, etc. Gases. Substance like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, steam, etc. These are the examples of gases. Students, use this link for further clarification of states of matter. Clear, children? Next, how the matter is composed. How the matter is composed. Matter in any physical state is composed of smaller particles such as atom, molecules or ions. Matter in any physical state is composed of smaller particles such as atom, molecules or ions. Molecules are also made up of atoms of same or different kinds. Molecules are also made up of atoms of same or different kinds. Hence, atoms are the building blocks of matter. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. What is atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibit all the properties of that element. An atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibits all the properties of that element. All matter is made up of atoms. All matter is made up of atoms. Atom is made up of protons, neutron and electron. These are the examples of atom. What are they? Hydrogen, oxygen, magnesium. These are the examples of atom. Next, molecules. What are molecules? The smallest particle of a pure substance are called molecules. The smallest particle of a pure substance are called molecules. Two or more atoms present here. Two or more atoms. Examples of molecules are hydrogen, oxygen. Two hydrogen and oxygen make one of the molecule, that is water molecule, H2O. Next, ions. Atoms are group of atoms having a charge. Atoms are group of atoms having a charge. This is atom. This atom having a charge. Similarly, group of atoms. These atoms are having charge are called ions. The charge may be positive or negative. Atoms or group of atoms having a charge are called ions. Clear, children? Next, why we use symbols? Why we use symbols? A symbol is an image, object, etc. that stands for some meaning. A symbol is an image, object, etc. that stands for some meaning. For example, a dove is a symbol of peace. A dove is a symbol of peace. Similarly, we denote mathematical operations by symbols. For example, this symbol denotes addition, this for subtraction, this for multiplication, this for division. In the same way, in chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol. In the same way, in chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol. Writing out the name of an element every time would become too troublesome. So, the name of an element is represented by shortened form called symbol. What is symbol? The name of an element is represented by shortened form called symbol. Clear, children? Let us learn the brief history of symbols of element. First, Greek symbols. The symbols in form of the geometrical shapes were those used by the ancient Greeks. The symbols in form of the geometrical shapes were those used by the ancient Greeks to represent the four basic elements around us. To represent the four basic elements around us. What are they? Earth, air, fire and water. These are the basic elements around us. The symbol of water is this. This is symbol for fire. This symbol for air. This symbol for earth. These are the Greek symbols. Clear, children? Next, alchemist symbol. Alchemist symbol. In the days of alchemists, the different material that they used were represented by the above mentioned symbols, while they tried to change less valuable metal into gold. Less valuable metal into gold. The process was called alchemy. The process was called alchemy. These are the basic alchemy symbols. Fire, water, air, earth. Creation, life, death, and fire. These are the symbols or basic alchemy symbols. The men who did this work were known as alchemists. The men who did this work were known as alchemists. Next, Dalton symbols. Dalton symbols. In 1808, John Dalton, English scientist, tried to name the various elements based on these pictorial symbols. The various elements based on these pictorial symbols. These are the big pictorial symbols are nickel, arsenic, antimony, water. Nickel, arsenic, antimony and water. The various elements based on these pictorial symbols: hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, alumina, soda, potash, oxygen, copper, lead, water, ammonia, olefin, carbonic oxide, carbonic acid, sulfuric acid. These are the Dalton symbols and formulas. Students, these symbols are difficult to draw and hence they are not used. It is only of historical importance. It is only of historical importance because these symbols are difficult to draw and hence they are not used. Clear, children? Next, Berzelius symbols. Berzelius symbol. In 1813, John Jacob Berzelius devised a system using letters of alphabet rather than signs. Using letters of alphabet rather than signs. The modified version of Berzelius system follows under the heading System for determining symbols of the elements. System for determining symbols of the element. Now we all are following this system. Berzelius symbols. Present system for determining symbol of the element. Present system for determining symbols of the element. First one, the symbols of the most common elements, mainly non-metals, use the first letter of their English name. The symbols of the most common elements, mainly non-metals, use the first letter of their English name. For example, boron, carbon, fluorine, hydrogen, iodine, nitrogen. The symbol of boron is B. C for carbon, F for fluorine, H for hydrogen, I for iodine, N for nitrogen. These are the first letter of these common elements. Similarly, oxygen, O, phosphorus, P, sulfur, S, vanadium, V, uranium, U, yttrium, Y. The symbols of the most common elements, mainly non-metals, use the first letter of their English name. Next, if the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then symbol uses the first and second letters of their element name. If the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then symbols uses the first and second letter of their element's name. For example, aluminium, barium, beryllium, bismuth, bromine, cobalt. Students, see here. Barium, beryllium, bismuth, chromium have the same initial letter. So, the symbol is aluminium Al, barium Ba, beryllium Be, bismuth Bi, bromine Br, cobalt Co, gallium Ga, helium He, lithium Li, neon Ne, silicon Si, argon Ar. First letter in uppercase and second letter is in lowercase. If the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then symbol uses the first and second letter. First and second letter of their element name. First letter in uppercase and the second letter in lowercase. Next, if the first two letters of the names of element are the same, what will happen? The first two letters of the names of element are same, then the symbol consists of first and second or third letter of English name that they do not have in common. Here argon, arsenic, chlorine, chromium, bromine, cobalt. The first two letters are same. So the symbols are argon, symbol for AR, arsenic, AS. First and third letter used here. Chlorine, Cl, chromium, Cr, first and third letter. Bromine, Br, cobalt, Co, calcium, Ca, cadmium, Cd, magnesium, Mg, manganese, Mn, silicon, Si. If the first two letters of the name of elements are the same, then the symbol consists of first letter and second letter or third letter of English name that they do not have in common. Clear, children? Next, some symbols are used on the basis of their old names or Latin name of an element. For example, copper, Latin name is cuprum. The symbol is Cu. So the symbols are used on the basis of their old names or Latin name. So the copper symbol is Cu. The symbol taken from Latin name. Silver, argentum, Ag. Gold, arum, Au. Mercury, hydrargyrum, Hg. Lead, plumbum, Pb. Tin, stannum, Sn. Antimony, stibium, Sb. Tungsten, wolfram, W. Next, some elements are named using name of country, scientist, color, mythological character, planet. For example, Americium, symbol Am. Name derived from America. So, the symbol is Am. That is country name. Europeum, symbol EU. Name derived from Europe country. Nobelium, NO, Alfred Nobel. That is name of the scientist Alfred Nobel. Iodine, symbol is I. Name derived from violet. That is color. Color or Greek. Mercury, the symbol is Hg. Hg, named derived from God Mercury, mythologic character. Plutonium, symbol is Pu, name derived from Pluto, that is planet. Neptunium, Nb, name derived from Neptune, Neptune is a planet. Uranium, symbol U, name derived from Uranus, that is planet. Some elements are named using name of country, scientist, or color, or mythological character, or planet. Method to writing a symbol for a given element. If the element has a single English letter as a symbol, it should be written in capital initial letter. The element has a single English letter, that is boron, B. As a symbol, it should be written in capital letter. For elements having two letter symbols, the first letter should be in capital followed by small letter Al, aluminium. The first letter should be in capital followed by small letter. Clear, children? Next, metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. Now we will discuss about metals. Metals are used for making tools, machines, cars, utensils, etc. Metals are used for making tools, machines, cars, utensils, etc. Elements are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Elements are classified into three types. What are they? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. Let us see metals. Iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. Iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. that we use in our daily life are metals. Physical properties of metals. First one, physical state. Metals are solid under normal conditions of the temperature and pressure. Metals are solid under normal conditions of temperature and pressure. Students, use this link for further clarification of physical properties of metals. Next, mercury is liquid at room temperature. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. Cesium, rubidium, francium and gallium became liquid at or just above room temperature. Cesium, rubidium, francium and gallium became liquid at or just above room temperature. These are the liquid, cesium, rubidium. Next property, hardness. Most metals are hard. Most metals are hard. Sodium and potassium, which is soft enough to be cut by a knife. Sodium and potassium, which is soft enough to be cut by a knife. Osmium is so hard that it can scratch glass. Osmium is so hard that it can scratch glass. Next, luster. Luster means shining. All metals are shiny. All metals are shiny. The typical sign of metal is called metallic luster. The typical shine of metals is called metallic luster. All metals have a typical metallic luster. All metals have a typical metallic luster. For example, gold, copper, silver. These are the shiny metals. An exception is calcium. Calcium is not a shiny metal. Next, density. Metals generally have high density because there is little empty space between the atom. Metals generally have high density because there is little empty space between the atom. They feel heavy for their size. Sodium and potassium have low density. What are they? Sodium and potassium have low density. Next, melting point and boiling point. Melting point and boiling point. Metals in general have high melting point and boiling point. Metals in general have high melting point and boiling point. Sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium are exception. What are they? Sodium, potassium, mercury and gallium are not high melting point and boiling point. Next, tensile strength. Metals have the capacity to withstand strain without breaking. Metals have the capacity to withstand strain without breaking. This property is called tensile strength. It is the property that owes the use of iron for construction of railway tracks. Zinc, arsenic and antimony are exception. Zinc, arsenic and antimony are exception for this tensile strength. Next, malleability. Malleability means metal can be hammered into very thin sheet. Metals can be hammered into very thin sheets. This tendency of metal is called malleability. For example, gold is the most malleable metal. Gold metal hammered into thin gold sheets. Next, ductility. Metals are ductile, that is, they can be drawn into thin wires. Metals are ductile, that is, they can be drawn into thin wires. For example, gold, copper, silver, iron, etc. Next, conductor of heat and electricity. Conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. That is, it allows heat and electricity to pass through it easily. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. That is, it allows heat and electricity to pass through it easily. For example, gold, copper, silver, iron, etc. Bismuth and tungsten are poor conductor. What are they? Bismuth and tungsten are poor conductor. Next, sonority. The ability of metals to produce a particular sound when it is tapped on a hard surface is termed sonority. The ability of metals to produce a particular sound when it is tapped on a hard surface is termed sonority. This property is being used in making temple bells. Clear, children? Use of metals. Iron is used in making machinery, buildings, car, motorcycle, ships, bridge, etc. Copper is used in making electric wires, stereo, etc. Aluminium is used in making kitchen utensils, electric wire, etc. Gold is used in making ornaments. Silver is used in making ornaments. These are the use of metals. Evaluation for this session. Define atom. Define molecules. What is ductility? Why are bells made of metals? Define malleability. Children, try to find the answer for these questions and write down in your notebook. Children, use this link for further clarification of these topics. Thank you.